And if we're just locked into, I like this, I don't like that, then we create duality. And by going after what we like and avoiding what we don't like, we think we're going to create some peace for ourselves. But actually, I think we end up creating the kind of horrors that we see in the world. I like this, it should be that way. And depending on how much power I have, I'm going to make sure that happens. And one of the things I ended up talking about was the importance of, many of you have heard me talk about this, the importance of having aspects of practice that we don't like. If we're just doing things that we like, it becomes quite egotistical. It's dependent on what I like. And I remember an aunt of mine once saying that one of the dangers of getting older is that you only do what you like, and you only do what you feel comfortable with. And what she said was, what she was noticing is that her life was becoming more and more narrow, because everything was controlled by our likes and dislikes, avoiding what we don't like, doing what we like. In our practice, we're putting ourselves in a little bit of a box, or maybe you could think of it as a prison. But the beauty of this prison or this box is that we bounce off the edges. We bump up against the walls, and in that bumping up against the walls, we get to see ourselves. We get to see our thinking. It's our belief that I am my thinking. That means to me there's no observation of thinking. There's being lost in thinking and needing to sustain ourselves through our thinking. But even if you just, in language, we say, watch your thinking. And in meditation practice, at some point or another, you have to settle into that point of observation. Many times we'll complain, this one thought just goes on over and over again. I can't stop thinking about something. But if you're observing that you're thinking about something, you can't fool yourself in believing that you're thinking, because actually you're watching your thinking. You've already created something that's outside of your thinking. So we're pretty dense. We have to experience this over and over and over again. But if you can watch something, then you're not it, because there's me watching it. So if I start to observe how it is my thought process goes, then immediately, if you really just analyze it, you're recognizing that you're not your thoughts, because you're watching your thoughts. So then Zen practice takes it one more step. Who's watching? Who's the watcher? Who has the capacity to observe? What is it that can observe?